Okay, let's talk about the Speaker of the House bullshit and Dan Crenshaw and whatever. I did a doodle, and I'm gonna make it the cover of this thing because I don't know. It's a samurai kraken deity destroying or about to destroy a fucking ship, protected by UFOs, writing my name in the sky. You'll see, it's awesome. It's the first page in my sketchbook. I just started doing shit, and that's what we got. You know, I guess I could show you guys. Isn't that awesome? The Kraken there, that's Dan Crenshaw. Fuck that motherfucker. What I have to say about that? Seems that he is for. Oh my god. From what he said, he's for people in back rooms just making the decisions about what they want. Tell me what you want, we'll get you what you want. Like, that person should be strung up. I have taken the journey on Dan Crenshaw from, oh, I like him, he has an eye patch and is a patriot kind of thing, all the way to hang him. Hang that traitor motherfucker. Based on what he just said, that's what he deserves. I don't think I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. I think there's a lot of shit I've been saying I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. I just don't give a fuck anymore. The whole Speaker of the House thing. The dude that is the Speaker of the House now should not be the Speaker of the House. He is a fucking Republican from California. That is no change, in my opinion. Swapping Nancy Pelosi for a Republican from across the street from Nancy Pelosi? Well, gee whiz. That's how that's how the world goes round, isn't it? It's always the case. I don't want a fucking Republican anymore. Why do we only have two parties? Why is it this binary fucking bullshit? I hate this country because of this shit. Because even if we do win, we don't really win. Because Dan Crenshaw is like one of our, like, oh, maybe this guy will be a good guy people. As it turns out, nope, he's like the swamp monster. That kind of figures, though, don't it? They're all the swamp monster. I can't wait for all of these people to be held to account for their crimes. That's the thing is, what he just said there, that's some criminal fucking shit. Exchanging favors for fucking different shit on a fucking bill like that. Like, to some extent, you must make trades back and forth, but when the stuff that you are trading back and forth is personal favors to make your friends fucking money, that's called treason. I care about the rules they set in the fucking Congress because they matter. Like, Dan Crenshaw saying, oh, no one cares about this, blah, blah, blah. Everybody cares about the border. Yeah, you're right. People fucking do. But the thing that'll fix the border is the goddamn rules. And not having that Republican in name only motherfucker from fucking California being our fucking speaker. We should have elected fucking Donald Trump as speaker. If we really want to be bold. I'm glad fucking somebody said his name in that room. I think we're going to see a fucking whirlwind eventually of people fucking... I don't know if it's going to be him or DeSantis. One of the two of them is going to get the presidency and a ridiculous amount of power now. Like, whoever gets that job could be Caesar if they wanted to. That's scary as fuck. That's assuming that Herr Biden leaves. I think that's a big assumption. They didn't think Trump was going to leave. Trump was just foolish enough to just do what he was told. I question the integrity of our elections. I question the integrity of Washington itself. If you have people like fucking Dan Crenshaw that are the reformers in the bunch that are still there to fucking make money for their buddies. Like, And that's the thing is, Dan Crenshaw just revealed he ain't no fucking reformer. He's no one going there to change shit or help things. He'd like the swamp to continue because he's a swamp donkey. So I'm going to title this Dan Crenshaw, the Swamp Donkey. It's his new name. We're going to make videos about that shit. The point of the rules is to give the fucking congressman more power individually to stand up when shit goes awry. Because at the point it's at now, you're lucky to get one or two people standing up, much less the amount needed to fucking challenge shit. Everybody's hiding. That's why the rule change. There's a bunch of other shit in the rule changes too. I don't understand all of it. I'm not in the fucking house. All I know is based on listening to the people that are in the house, those few people that are standing up against the fucking majority are the only people speaking for you. In my opinion. Yeah, I guess, unless you're some, like, pissant that wants the destruction of the United States by some liberal hellhole. Because, like, there's that. I don't know. Maybe there's more of that in the country than I think there is. But I think that a lot of this is an illusion. Or people that don't really care, that are going to just change their mind last minute and vote however however they want, basically. That eye patch wearing motherfucker pisses me off. In my opinion, he pisses on and shits on the memory of every single person who's ever fucking served or fought for the United States. Ever. By doing the things that he does. And this is some of, like, he's even more egregious than fucking Nancy Pelosi in some ways. Those people are going to fucking take over next. Got to get ready for that. The Dan Crenshaws of the world are going to take over DC in like 5 to 10 years if we do nothing about it. Just watch how it plays out. Like, administrations come and go, whatever. Biden will have his time. Maybe Trump will get again, whatever. Like, the next 10 years are going to be kind of mucky. Whatever comes out of that is probably going to be Republican after all this is said and done. Like old school 1980s Reaganism, probably. That's probably what's going to take over again. It's going to sweep the nation in a decade or two. Because this is like the nature of things. People are stupid now and they're getting smarter or what. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know why there's a cycle to this shit. America's a broken system. We don't take care of anyone here. The idea that, like, you can't just go out and get a fucking job and pay for your shit is prevalent here. And some of these people have jobs that they'll never lose, and that's good for them. But for those that are going to, like, get kicked out of a job in the very near future, they're going to be looking at the job market in America. And they're going to be going like, man, why isn't there anything to do? Like, this is for a whole bunch of people that, you know, they've eliminated everything we've done or did. And, like, now they're going to eliminate coding and a few other things. Like, it's going to change quickly, rapidly, and all of these tech jobs that were supposed to be our future are going to just be gone. Because you really don't need them. They're cogs in a machine that you don't need now. I can explain that, but it's basically like, in order to build the machine, you have to have an organic machine, basically. And the thing that is Silicon Valley has been working towards giving birth to AI, I think. And this has been like a multifold thing. The entire internet, I think, is kind of being used to do this somehow. Anyway, as a result of that, as this AI shit starts to take off, they're going to be replacing more and more of these fucking people that made it happen. And, you know, if they aren't fucking, someone who lived in the Hamptons with their family growing up or something, they're probably going to have to worry about money again. And they haven't for many a year because they worked for fucking Twitter or fucking Google or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Some of that money is always going to keep coming in because, like, they've created a system for entertainment. It's infotainment. And people pay to fucking get propagandized now. It's crazy. I used to make fun of people that use the dark net because, like, what's the point? You just go on the regular internet and get most of the stuff you'd ever want. And any of the stuff you'd have to go on the dark net to get, I probably don't want in the first place. But as this goes on, man, it would be handy to have some sort of a fucking internet that they didn't control, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'm kind of like sick and can't really get high and feel like crap and don't really want to talk, but yet like doing radio shows. And honestly, the first thing that's hit me today that I wanted to talk about was this Dan Crenshaw shit. And the Speaker of the House shit. It's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. We are very rapidly establishing a one-party state in this country. We've always had the illusion of the two-party system or whatever, but like what I see happening more and more is that the Republicans and the Democrats at the upper levels are basically the same. And they're eventually just going to form one party that is the shit that they go for, which apparently, like right now, there's some sort of cultural divide that is the liberal conservative thing. I don't know what fixes that, what brings that together, but likely World War III. And then they're just going to be one thing. It's going to be the fucking, like, neo-Nazi party of America with haired Dan Crenshaw at the fucking head of it with his eye patch. His black uniform. It's going to look very good. Well, that's all I got on this. I'll see you guys later.